Today, from SoFi Stadium in Inglewood, California, this is the National Football League. We'll see Tyrod Taylor and the LA Chargers taking on Derek Carr and the Las Vegas Raiders.
From the future home of Super Bowl 56, there's a look at SoFi Stadium just south of downtown Los Angeles. Today, it's a matchup in the AFC West between the Las Vegas Raiders and the Los Angeles Chargers. Just about time to rock as toe gets ready to meet leather. And we are underway in Southern California. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. First possession coming for the Raiders, and at quarterback, their longtime starter in his 7th season, Derek Carr.
Sometimes I wonder if we're just not looking at Derek Carr and evaluating him the correct way, because this guy's been incredibly reliable. Only 2 missed starts in 6 seasons with the Raiders. His completion percentage topped 70% last year. The only one higher, Drew Brees in New Orleans. The problem, though, it hasn't translated into wins. They move the ball up and down the field, but they don't score enough touchdowns. Derek Carr hoping to remedy that in 2020.
On the ground, this is Jalen Richard. Space to maneuver at the 40 as he'll get this one up to the 44-yard line. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
That's a very nice game there, a confidence-building run. Love the execution up front, and the way he pressed the hole, absolutely perfect.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early, because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Melvin Ingram. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result?
Sack.
Quarterback gets hit.
So now Carr and the Raiders dealt a 3rd and long after that sack. Shotgun now for Carr. And that is incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
On fourth down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt. Fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 15-yard line. 36 yards on the punt with no return. And the Chargers will be backed up deep to begin their drive as they take over 1st and 10. So here come the Chargers as they get set for their first drive. And they'll be led out by a man in season number 10 in the NFL from Va Tech at quarterback, Tyrod Taylor.
Many in the outside world see Tyrod Taylor as a bridge quarterback since the Chargers moved on from Phillip Rivers and drafted Justin Herbert. But head coach Anthony Lynn, he sees much more than that. They were together as play caller and quarterback in Buffalo when they went to the playoffs, and Coach Lynn believes that Tyrod Taylor can replicate that in Los Angeles.
They'll run for the first time with Austin Eckler, and he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Fourteen-yard line, 2nd and 11. Out of the gun, it's Taylor. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Taylor. And it's complete. Henry. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets his football out shy of the 30 to the 29. Give him 15 yards on that one and a Charger first down.
Well, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
Throwing now, Taylor on first down. Got a man open, it's K.J. Hill. And he goes out right around the 39. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. And now he'll tuck it and run. Taylor able to use those legs of his to pick up a first.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Two first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Taylor a handoff, it's Eckler. And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Draw play. It's Eckler. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. From the shotgun, it's Taylor. On the move to his left. He can run for it, and he will. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a 4th down.
Well, he strung it out as far as he could, and I like the fact that he kept his eyes downfield, but he finally ran out of time and room. But I'll take that over forcing it downfield and possibly having it intercepted.
Fourth down, and on is Ty Long to punt. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. The Las Vegas Raiders had 3-2 now after one of the biggest surprises of the season in Week 5. They go into Arrowhead and knock off the Chiefs 40-32, breaking the Chiefs' 13-game winning streak. And Charles, you were there for this one. How big of a surprise did it feel like to you?
It was a major surprise for everyone because, remember, as you said, 13-game winning streak for Kansas City. That's starting last season all the way through the Super Bowl and into this season, so it counts postseason play. First time the Raiders had won in Kansas City since 2012. Kansas City was 12-2 in their last 14 against this team. And Patrick Mahomes, he was 4-0 as a starter against the Raiders. Prior to this ballgame, Derek Carr, conversely, was 0-4 against Patrick Mahomes. But what a game for Derek Carr. 347 yards, 3 touchdowns, bounced back from an early interception, and then Josh Jacobs took over on the ground down the stretch, really pounded the football. I know this for people seems like a tough team to figure out. Really good one week, sometimes underwhelming the next. It's a young team, but this win, Brandon, this could catapult them. They get an open week now, then they're home against Tampa Bay in a monster game now, at Cleveland, at the Chargers. But remember, they've beaten New Orleans, they've beaten Kansas City. They are capable of playing with just about anyone.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Working from the gun, it's Carr. Got a man open, it's Darren Waller. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 41-yard line. 11 yards there, first down.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it, sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
Carr completes it and brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
Well, we can talk about it like it's just a basic route, but how about the timing on this one? Lined up on the right, runs a deep in route, and how about the throw? Right on the money. Bam, puts it right in there and on his hands. Nice completion, really good pickup.
Throwing on first down is Carr. The open man here, Renfro. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. On 2nd down now, it's Jacobs. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. The first drive this unit had, they punted. This drive, much more polished, just looking crisper, aren't they, moving the ball?
Maybe the first drive was a little bit of a wake-up call. Probably a little bit angry that they had to punt the ball away the first time they had it. Got motivated, got to the sideline, said, okay, Let's not let that happen here as we take over again.
On first down, they go with Jacobs again. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. The free safety roaming all the way up to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
How about his ability to trust his eyes and figure out it was not a pass play and go fast towards the line of scrimmage in order to make that tackle?
Now Carr throwing on second down. That's caught by Waller out left side. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down.
Coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
They come out with one back and 3 tight ends. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Raiders have taken the early lead. And nothing special there. They show they were going to run the football. They ran it. They got it in.
Like old-time football, right? Hey, this is exactly what we're going to do. Straight-ahead power, and they got it done.
Now for the extra point, Daniel Carlson. And that makes it 7-zip Vegas. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it was capped off by a touchdown run from Josh Jacobs. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Joe Reed returning. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Chargers offense takes the field again, and boy, the Chargers a hard luck 1-4 on the year. They fall week 5 to the Saints in New Orleans on Monday night. Justin Herbert has played pretty well as a rookie, but consecutive road games against Tom Brady and Drew Brees, that's not an enviable run for anybody, let alone the Rooks. So now at 1-4, coming up for me, look ahead at the schedule here. Things have changed around a little bit. They'll be off in week 6, followed by a game in L.A. against the Jags, and then on the road at Denver in week 8. So probably needing to win at least 1-2 would be great to try to keep some momentum going in this season. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
And they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6. From the gun, Taylor trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. LaMarcus Joyner with a pick. The Raiders are in for 6. Touchdown. And this defense looking like they have come to play the pick 6, and just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visit. What do we hear during these drills? Pass. Ball's in the air.
And then my favorite.
Oski. That's the interception. That means everybody finds someone to block them legally, stay on your feet, and they get it done. Touchdown.
Carlson on for the PAT. And it's good to make it 14-0. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. Tyrod Taylor now gears up to lead his offense again. And now, Charles, this becomes a pretty important second drive for them. They're already down a pair of scores here in the first quarter.
As you noted, they're down 2 scores, and to me, they're down a possession or a service break if this were tennis, right? Because they just gave one up. Only their second drive now. Run their offense, try and get back into the game that way, and then look for some help from their defense.
Try to forget about that pick six last time out. Taylor and the Chargers come up 1st and 10 at their own 21. He'll hand off here to Eckler. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
A fake to Eckler. Now here's Taylor. And going deep for Hill. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. He's got his man. It's Williams. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. First time these two have hooked up this afternoon, and it's a 1st down.
Now that's absolutely frustrating for a defender. Had a chance to get him on the ground before he got to the sideline, but what great vision and understanding where he is on the field as he headed for the marker and picked up the 1st down.
Gets it into the hands of Allen on the jet sweep. And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
This a 2nd and 7 from the 37. They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 17 yards for the Chargers there as they've got themselves a 1st down.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 42-yard line. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
With Melvin Gordon moving on to Denver, Austin Eckler is officially the Chargers' #1 option at the running back position. Gordon spent a lot of time holding out last year, and Eckler took full advantage with a breakout season. 92 receptions, 993 yards, and 8 touchdowns. He was in the top 10 in the league in receptions, receiving touchdowns, and all-purpose yards.
Running on first down, Eckler. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 13-yard gain yet again, just like last play. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Chargers have made this a one-score game. And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his rack, right? RAC?
Run after catch, and he loves that, and he's going to carry that in at contract time.
Michael Badgley on for the extra point. And that one makes it 14-7. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And it ends with the Chargers getting into the end zone. Long now will kick it away following the touchdown. Jalen Richard now on the return. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3-and-out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. Now Carr. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Melvin Ingram able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
They're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. From the gun, it's Carr. Caught on the right side by Jones. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
An extra defensive back on the field for the Chargers now on 3rd down. Operating from the gun. Carr. He's going to find and complete it to Renfro. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway.
You always worry about those smaller receivers running through that gnarly patch of land in the middle of the field. But he did a really nice job there holding on to the football and protected himself as best he could while completing the play.
Carr now on 1st down. And his throw here's incomplete. Henry Ruggs, the rookie, his intended target. And now it's 2nd down. Just his 2nd incompletion so far. He's 8 for 10. I think he'll take 80%.
There's no doubt that he will, but if you're the defensive play caller, you better circle what you just dialed up on your play sheet and come back to it because you just caused an incompletion. You need a few more of those.
On 2nd down, Richard. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
From the gun now on 3rd down, Carr. And this will be caught by Edwards. And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers' 44-yard line. A pickup of 10, and it's enough for a Las Vegas 1st down.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Carr going to give it to Jacobs. And he's able to carve out about 6 there, down to the 37. Through 1 quarter, 14-7 our score. Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. To throw is Carr. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
That's one of the dangers of the quick game. If you only have a 2- or 3-step drop, if you don't get the ball to someone open right away, those defenders are right near the line of scrimmage and they can get on top of you in a heartbeat.
The Raiders on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. They fake the handoff. Now Carr. And he's unable to haul it in, so it falls incomplete over the middle third of the field, and that brings up 4th. So 2 3rd down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a 3rd, and now they deal with 4th down. 4th down, and on comes the Raider kicker, Daniel Carlson. This from 54 yards away. And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is. Austin Eckler and the Charger offense reclaims center stage. And I'm wondering if maybe they don't go away from him on this drive a little bit. He's been great, but they haven't scored a lot of points.
I think they still have to show him as a threat, make sure he touches it a few times, but as you pointed out, use him as a decoy a little bit and get the ball in the hands of some other people in order to put more points on the board. But he's done a really nice job of establishing them with his running.
Yeah, he's established himself well. Now can they put more points up? On 1st and 10, it's Taylor. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, You often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Gets it into the hands of Allen on the jet sweep, and he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Well, we've seen running backs in today's NFL get involved in the passing game. Maybe it's about time more receivers like that get involved in the running game.
And that is something we are seeing more and more in this league, no question about it. That wasn't the biggest of gains, but it was enough to get them a first down. And it continues to test the defense. They have to think on every play about who might end up with the ball.
17 yards for the Chargers there as they've got themselves a first down. He's obviously a bit of a shorter running back. Sometimes when he goes up the middle like that, he gets lost in there and then he pops out for 10, 20 yards.
I actually asked NFL linebackers if that was true. Do you actually lose sight of some of the smaller running backs? And all of them confirmed that that can be a problem. Think of it this way. 2 of the top running backs in NFL history, Emmitt Smith, Barry Sanders, both 5'10".
On first down, it's Taylor. It's Carr on the right side. Williams. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags.
What's he talking about, Rick?
So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Eckler. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
On 2nd down, Eckler. And only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
The Chargers on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. From the gun, Taylor. That's going to be caught by Reed. Touchdown, Chargers. 8 yards on the touchdown pass, and the Chargers are an extra point away from tying this thing up.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you've got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor in effect.
And a pause in the action because the booth, they see something that they want to take another peek at to find out if this was a touchdown or not. They had to go to the monitor, get an extra look. That's what the technology is for, and this touchdown will count. Badgley on for the extra point. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. So the drive there took 6 plays, and it winds up with a touchdown for Los Angeles. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Vegas offense ready for their next possession.
And that 14-0 lead to begin the ball game, well, that's gone now. Time to regroup.
I think even up 2 touchdowns, they knew this wasn't going to be a walk in the park, and I think that's why we would see the head coach going up and down the sidelines telling his team, let's stay with it, let's keep going. It's almost like he knew they were going to make their run at him, and they have. As you said, let's see if they can regroup and get going again.
Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 22.
Off of play action, he'll look to throw.
He's going to find his running back. It's complete. It's a gain of 5, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
Now that's the type of play that gives you a chance to win. Nothing forced downfield where you don't have a guy open. Swing it out to the back, maybe even check it down, whatever you want to call it. Gain of 5. You're just trying to get 4 on 1st down. They're ahead of the chains now.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. They run it with Jacobs. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead them to 3rd down.
We've called a lot of games, but we don't normally talk about inside linebackers being that fleet of foot, do we?
No, he was able to get outside there to make that play.
Yeah, and you know what makes them faster? Their ability to read plays, understand what offenses are trying to do, and put themselves in proper position.
The Raiders on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Able to find Waller. That's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Solid gain of 18 and a Raider 1st down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
On 1st and 10, here's Carr.
He'll get this underneath to Jacobs.
And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
That's complete. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
So they had the big loss on that 1st down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. Again, they'll throw with Carr. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe.
Enough takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
No, now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Carr and the Raiders following the sack, looking up at a 3rd and long. From midfield, here's Carr. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Nasir Adderley, and they're going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
So it's 3rd and long, and you know this is going to be a pass. So defensively, they're bringing an extra defensive back and just blanking the field. And this is an ill-advised throw right here as it winds up being picked off easily.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown. Now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
Taylor and the Chargers come up 1st and 10.
At about the 32. After the interception, here's Taylor. They'll roll him out right. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
They go play action now. Taylor stepping up. He'll try and run. They were looking to throw, holding on a big right tackle.
It's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. From the shotgun, it's Taylor. Taylor hit. He lost the football. And the Raiders pick it up. Possession. And they have it at the 38-yard line. You think about it, Charles, this is not a quarterback that's used to running the football a lot, and that time he was loose with it, had it knocked free.
He always has to think to himself that there's always going to be traffic around because of what you just said. Not that elusive, not going to get into the open field very often. Remember, he's not Lamar Jackson, not Michael Vick back in the day. Always has to protect the football because there's always going to be people around.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. So after the fumble recovery, it's Carr.
And a slant hauled in by Ruggs. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Henry Ruggs.
38 yards. And the Raiders have taken the lead. And a nice job by him to catch the slant and then navigate and break free.
And receivers love slant routes because it gets the ball in their hands so quickly and oftentimes on the move. And when they're on the move like that, then they get to use their best asset, which is usually their speed.
And their speed sometimes, like this instance, can take them into the end zone. Carlson now to add the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. Well, the offense wasn't out there for a long time, but they were out there for a good time. One play, and they're able to hit pay dirt. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Here's Reed returning. And able to get this out to the 25. Austin Eckler and the Charger offense reclaim center stage.
Now he's having himself a little bit of a banner game. His team right now, though, losing.
Needs a little bit of help, and I kind of equate it to a basketball game where you have the big score, and sometimes your strategy is Okay, he can go ahead and have all of his points. Let's hold down everyone else, and that's the way you win the game. And right now, he needs everyone else to start scoring, quote-unquote, as he's been.
Yeah, and he's hoping to keep it close so maybe they can keep it on the ground, not start to go through the air as much.
Taylor and the Chargers come up 1st and 10
at their 25-yard line.
He'll throw from the gun.
Henry's got it out on the left side. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And the 2nd down throw on target. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Throwing now, Taylor on 1st down. Looking for Allen. He's got him on the slant. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 44-yard line. They'll run here with Eckler. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Taylor. And he's going to keep it here. He's got the 1st down here inside the 30. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 22-yard line. Able to find a lot of empty space there, picking up the 1st down at a 21-yard gain.
Partner, it's often that man coverage is easier for a quarterback to run against. You get your receivers going downfield. Those guys are staying with them, and oftentimes they have their back to the quarterback, which opens up a lot of space and room, and they don't even know that he's taken off with it. What a big-time pickup on that play.
Now Taylor on 1st down. The middle, but it's incomplete. Mike Williams, the intended target, but it's going to be 2nd down.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Taylor incomplete on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10. To throw again. Taylor. And right side, Henry's got it. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 12-yard line. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
They'll throw on 1st down with Taylor. Rolling to his right. Touchdown, Chargers! Not the first time on this drive we saw him take matters into his own hands, and this time he finishes things off with a touchdown run.
You're not going to be happy with me, but I think he took matters into his own feet, didn't he?
Oh, Davis from the top rope. I like it. Here's Badgley now to try to add the PAT. He's got it, and we're all tied at 21. So that one, an 8-play drive. It spans 75 yards.
And it was capped off by a Tyrod Taylor touchdown run.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away.
Here comes Richard on the return. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
Derek Carr and the Raiders set for their next possession. And maybe he's starting to wave the white flag a little bit. He's playing pretty well, but the pressure, it's got to him.
Has to find a way to step around it, step through it, or just handle it. Because as you mentioned, he's having a pretty good day overall. Just the hits keep coming and taking those sacks. That's not the way that they want to finish a ball game with their quarterback on the ground so much.
He'd like to stay upright. When he's been upright, he's been pretty good. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now a carry for Jacobs. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Running is Jacobs. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
I thought when Josh Jacobs was coming out of the University of Alabama, he was an absolutely perfect fit for John Gruden's offense with the Raiders. And it turned out, in this case, I was absolutely right. Led the NFL rookies in rushing a year ago, 1,150 yards. In fact, the only rookie to top the 1,000-yard barrier. And this kid is a workhorse who can carry the football in any situation and catch it out of the backfield.
Carr completes it. That catch good for only a couple. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Shotgun now for Carr. Waller taking it in over the middle. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 42. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target, and he didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius, understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball, and puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. A reminder coming up here at halftime, we'll ship you off to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman will have first half highlights and analysis from a back-and-forth first half that we've seen.
Carr's throw going to be caught by Renfro.
And he's going to get this one down to the edge edge of the red zone. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
Into the red zone, it's Carr. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Carr. His throw caught at about the 5. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. A 20-yard touchdown. And the Raiders have moved out in front. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
Carlson on for the PAT. And it's good. That makes it a 28-21 game. So that drive in total 8 plays.
And it ends with a Las Vegas touchdown.
Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. L.A. set to take over again on offense.
It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Now Taylor throwing on first down. This complete to Henry over the middle. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Taylor. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Williams. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime.
Good position to be in here, 2nd and inches.
From the gun, it's Taylor. Steps away. He's going to take off with it. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 43. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
Well, that was man coverage. So once he decides to run with the football, there's no one to account for him, and he turns it into a nice gain.
First down now, but that clock rolling. On 1st and 10, it's Taylor. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now, just under 30 seconds to go in this first half.
Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Again, now it's Taylor on 2nd and 10. Right back for Allen. This time he finds him complete.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half.
He may try and run for this. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much, and welcome in everyone to an abbreviated version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. We saw a strong first half from the veteran QB, Derek Carr. He's thrown for over 200 yards already, and his guys have the lead as well. As we get you back to Brandon Godden.
Okay, Coach. Appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? Here's Reed.
Well, it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
Out comes the Chargers as they'll go on offense now to start this third quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up.
Taylor and the Chargers come up 1st and 10.
Just shy of the 30. They started on the ground with Eckler, and he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
A fake to Eckler. Now here's Taylor.
Wide open. It's Allen complete. And they'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half.
On first down, it's Taylor. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
Going on the ground with Eckler. And he's going to be close to a first down as he gets this to the Raiders' 32. 7 yards there and a first down.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Taylor. He dumps it to Eckler underneath. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That one good for 13 and a Charger first. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Taylor, he lost the football, and the Raiders have recovered.
I know one thing, the team that had the ball and was driving, they're going to feel horrible. But the team that was on defense, I think we got to give them a little bit of credit, able to hang in there and force a key turnover.
In the red zone, though, had a chance to tie it and an opportunity missed. So here comes the Raiders offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. To his fullback out of the backfield. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. The end result, 21 yards. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down. Here's Carr. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Melvin Ingram getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Well, they were coming out of the 4-3 defensively. Pressure coming off that right side from the DN.
And that's the blind side of most quarterbacks. If you're right-handed, that's the side you don't see quite as well, and that's why you rely on your left tackle, maybe your highest-paid offensive lineman, to take care of you. In this situation, that didn't happen.
So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. To throw, it's Carr. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Henry Ruggs, the intended receiver. But now it'll be 3rd down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Carr. He'll find Richard here underneath, and he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line, well short of the 1st. They get 13, but it's not nearly enough, and it'll be 4th down.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
Here's A.J. Cole now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb.
The Chargers ready to take over.
And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. Here's Eckler to begin the drive. They find some open field here. And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Here's Taylor on 1st and 10. Steps away to his left. They'll try and run it. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. From the shotgun, it's Taylor. Over the middle, and it's caught. Keenan Allen. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 11 more on that one, and another 1st down.
Well, it certainly doesn't matter if it's been through the air like on this play or on the ground. I don't know what's going on with this defense. In a sense, they've been AWOL on this drive so far. 3 plays, 3 first downs given up. They've got to find the answers, and they've got to find them quick.
Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a 1st down again. Got exactly what they wanted there out of the RPO and had the defense out of position.
One word for you there. Excellent. Because he read all the keys properly, made the right decision, and look at the result. Pretty substantial gain.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 37-yard line. Taylor hit. He lost the football. And the Raiders pick it up. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. There are 2 words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S. Ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you've got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
He'll give it to Jacobs to start the drive.
He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
On 2nd and 7, Carr. Throw left side complete. That's Jacobs. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play, backwards a yard. Well, if you're going to turn things around in a game like this, Charles, those are the kind of plays that you need.
And I just love the way that defense rallied to the football on that one. They got the completion, but he was smothered behind the line of scrimmage. And when you make tackles like that, your whole defense is going to be fired up. Really nice play getting to the ball.
The last completion actually lost a yard, so now they'll need to convert on 3rd down. Working from the gun, it's Carr. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down.
Like how they started the 3rd quarter here. They forced a punt on the first drive, and after this sack, it looks like they'll be forcing another one as well.
Absolutely. Maybe got their 2nd win coming out of the locker room. Here's A.J. Cole now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. That'll be a 41-yard punt, just 1 yard on the return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over.
L.A. readies for its next possession.
And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line so they felt like they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? That throw into the arms of Allen. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. Play action, now Taylor. He'll buy some Taylor. He lost the football, and the Raiders have recovered. A disappointing end of the sequence there. He was starting to turn nothing into something, and then he lost the football.
And sometimes things get lost in the transition. And what I mean by that is you go from being a passer to a runner. And at a certain point, once you cross the line of scrimmage, you're strictly a runner now. There's no more downfield threat. Make sure you take care of the football while you're traversing downfield.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
So after the fumble recovery, it's Carr. That's into the hands of Edwards.
And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
From the 9, 2nd and 5.
From the gun, Carr.
Open man is Witten. Touchdown Raiders.
3rd touchdown pass now for Derek Carr. And the Raiders take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in.
You got to figure down by the goal line. This is where a tight end earns his money, in the high traffic area. And he's able to work free in the middle of the end zone and grabs that one for a touchdown.
And there's going to be a stoppage here. The booth wants to take another look at this potential touchdown. It took them an extra look, but they found out it is a touchdown indeed. The official says this one counts. Carlson now to add the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Well, that drive started with not a whole lot of real estate in front of them. In plus territory, excellent field position. 2 plays later, pay dirt. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Here's Reed returning. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
You like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
Taylor and the Chargers come up 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. Now Taylor on 1st down. That's into the hands of Eckler. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. Give him 6 on the play, and it's a 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Taylor gets this one to Hill. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 25-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
He's going to take off with it. He's got the 1st down inside the 10 and down to the 7-yard line. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. 1st down, 18-yard gain. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Operating from the gun, Taylor. His pass caught at the 4. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Trying to punch it in with Eckler. And he is not going to get in as the big bodies stop him at the 1. He tried to break that plane but couldn't get there, and that's going to leave him now at 3rd and goal. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. From the gun, Taylor, and he's got his man. It's Henry for a Chargers touchdown. A 1-yard touchdown pass, and the Chargers are able to make this a close game again.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run, and he finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Badgley on for the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down now to a touchdown. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And it ends with the Chargers getting into the end zone. Long now will kick it away following the touchdown. Here comes Richard on the return. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Derek Carr getting set and ready to go again on offense here. He has been consistent, hasn't he? He played well in the first quarter, good second quarter, and now continuing that here in the third.
And that's the word that they're always seeking from the guy taking the snaps, is consistency. Taking care of the ball, making sure it gets to the right people, no errors, right? Not turning it over, and just doing all the right things. That's leadership, and it inspires confidence in a team.
Been a good leadership and a good distributor. Carr now on first down. This will be caught by Edwards. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
Now how about this throw right here? Had to throw it to the left sideline, and you know the timing's got to be correct on this one. Ball's got to be right where it needs to be, and it was. That's because he had great arm strength on that one, able to drive the football. Quarterbacks love it when they can show off their arms.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. A gain of 13. It's a first down. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Shotgun now for Carr. That's caught by Waller out left side. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Carr. Open man is Edwards. He's got it. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. Not much there, only a yard.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Carr completes it. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. 23 yards, the final tally.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Here's Jacobs. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
Well, they've certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play, stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
On 2nd and goal, Carr over the middle. It's incomplete. Hunter Renfrow is the man he was looking for. But now it's 3rd and goal. And that one off the mark behind him. Incomplete. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Carr. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. Make it 4 touchdown passes now for Derek Carr. And the Raiders add 6 to their lead. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was a super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball out of the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
And he's got it up and through. That time a 9-play drive. And it winds up in 6 points for the Raiders. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Here's Reed. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Good job.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Taylor and the Chargers come up 1st and 10 at their own 26. He'll set up to throw. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Taylor. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
Taylor incomplete on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10. To throw again. Taylor, he'll get this to Eckler. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 41. Out of the gun, it's Taylor. This is swung out to Eckler. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Not only did we just see back-to-back nice gains, but we're also seeing the confidence rise, not just for the guy who caught it, but the guy throwing it as well.
And these back-to-back catches here out of the backfield, that can set something up downfield in a later sequence, right?
A lot of the time, it starts to draw the defense closer to the line of scrimmage. So to your point, show this swing pass, show this check down. Maybe later on you heave one deep when you catch him close to the spot.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another 1st down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
On 1st and 10, it's Taylor. Looking for Allen. He's got him on the slant. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 11 and a 1st down, L.A.
Good yardage on the completion there, and when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Taylor flushed out right. And this is going to be a Charger touchdown. Tyrod Taylor, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chargers have made this a 1-score game.
Well, I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs that finished the deal. Give him credit for making it happen.
Here's Badgley now to try to add the PAT. And that'll cut the lead down now to a touchdown. So that drive goes 8 plays.
And it was capped off by a Tyrod Taylor touchdown run.
Long now will kick it away following the touchdown. Here comes Richard on the return. And penalty markers down on the field. And they might be backing up a bit here to start the drive. Yeah, this is going to put them back with not great field position.
So they really got zero benefit at all, right? Sometimes you can absorb a penalty when you get a big return. Then the penalty brings it back, but you still have great field position. As you pointed out, not in this case.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Carr going to throw. He'll get this underneath to Jacobs. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. From the gun, it's Carr. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
The Raiders on 3rd down. They've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. This is 3rd and 4. From the gun, Carr. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Edwards. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. 63 yards receiving for him now. And that last catch, good enough for a 1st down. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Again, they'll throw with Carr. Throw right side, going to be caught by Waller. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Now, Carr again. Goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit and it forced an incompletion.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Here's A.J. Cole now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. Here's Hill on the return. A nice return that time, gets 12 yards back. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Austin Eckler and the Charger offense reclaim center stage. Responsible for well over 100 yards of total offense, but still hasn't found the end zone. You think that's in the back of his mind going into this drive?
It's always in the back of the mind of a player who's having that type of a day because you want that gratification for your work, right? You want that stamp on top of everything. But bottom line for him, he's doing great work. Sometimes it just opens it up for other people to actually get into the end zone for him.
The runners, you know, would they rather have 60 yards, 3 touchdowns, or 150 no touchdowns?
I think more than likely 150 and no touchdowns. But all the runners that I know would say, I'll take 150 and 3 touchdowns. They're greedy that way.
They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Now a pass here caught by Hunter Henry. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 11 yards there, first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Now Taylor on first down. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And down to the 28-yard line. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again.
Oh, that was a pretty route right there because it's all about finding a window on a route like that. He lined up on his left, ran the deep in route over the middle, and the ball was right where it needed to be. Really good trust between quarterback and receiver. Really good completion.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Taylor will throw again.
He dumps it to Eckler underneath.
And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Out of the gun, Eckler running it. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up 1st and goal.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. From the shotgun, it's Taylor. This is caught. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A gain of 7 that time, 2nd and goal.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on 1st down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a 2nd and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone.
More muscle up front for this 2nd and 2. They've got 3 tight ends out there. Taylor a handoff. It's Eckler.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Chargers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. And Charles, he's able to dive in there in a short yardage situation.
Just find a place to get to the end zone. Didn't matter where it was, but once he did, used his nose for the end zone and dove in.
Badgley on for the extra point. And no sweat, he puts it through, and we are tied here in the 4th. So this drive spans 7 plays.
And it's Austin Eckler who finishes things off with a touchdown run.
So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Raiders offense now making their way back out onto the field. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 24. And from the shotgun, he'll throw. And Waller taking it in over the middle. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
And partner, in a tie game in the fourth quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars, and he came through with a nice catch right there.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Working from the gun, it's Carr. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. And incomplete there, almost picked off. That's one you maybe expect your roaming free safety to come up with. But it's 2nd down.
After what they faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
Under 4 to go now as they come up on 2nd down. Counter play with Jacobs. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Carr, and this is going to be incomplete. The defense did their job, fourth quarter, big stand.
No doubt about it because the offense has been yelling at them from the sideline. Just do us a favor. Get us the ball back. Give us one more chance to take it downfield. The defense just did them a solid, it appears.
And when they get the ball back, they can kind of play free tie game. They're not behind. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. They'll score on a 36-yard punt, and out will come the offense as they take over. Getting set to go again here on offense, Keenan Allen marches back onto the field. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this, but it's usually not by himself, is it?
Right.
Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
The Charger drive about to get going. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the fourth quarter. This pass finds its way to Williams. That catch good for only a couple. Got it here at the 29 on 2nd and 8. Here's Taylor. First down and more for Allen. He's going to find that man yet again, Keenan Allen. And he takes it across the 50 to the 46-yard line. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down. And passing yardage-wise, now up over 350 in this game. Pretty nice performance.
Definitely that, which usually means you're putting a lot of pressure on guys trying to cover. If you're a defensive back and they put over 350 yards on you, you've had a long day. The key to everything, if you're doing it without throwing interceptions or turning the ball over.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 46. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. Getting down to the good stuff, all tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports.
So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They've got a second down now as they search for a score to break this tie. The throw over the middle taken in, and he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a first down. Very sharp here to start this drive, 3 for 3.
Yeah, I like the way he's running this 2-minute drill. Very sharp, very precise in throwing the football.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now Eckler. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Here is Eckler. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. On the give, this is Eckler. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. That hold coming from the middle of the line, the center.
And it's difficult for him because sometimes you've got people right over you, and as soon as you snap it, trying to get your hands up and block them, you can be a little bit late getting it done.
The handoff, it's Eckler, and they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as it comes with 1:15 left to go in the second half. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Going to give this time to the tailback. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. It's a pickup of 3, but it brings up what will be an interesting 4th and 1. Have to kick this field goal, don't you?
No question about it. Look at the clock. Look at the situation. Kick the field goal.
So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. Gradually able to punch this one through. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. All right, so time to reset here. It's a huge kick there, gives them the lead, but they've got to be careful that their celebrations aren't a little too premature.
You're exactly right about that because there still is time for the other guys to run a few plays and get into field goal position. So this defense is going to need to come up with one final stop if they're going to get out of here with a victory.
Long converted the field goal. Now he handles the kickoff duties. Here comes Richard on the return. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
Make it happen!
So Carr and the Raiders now down by a field goal, 27 seconds to go. They need at minimum 3 points out of this as they come up 1st and 10. Carr to throw. He's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
Perfect, baby. Good shot.
One final try now for Carr. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. You're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. So long, everybody.